What's up, everybody? This is the Big JB from Morning Thunder. It's been a while. I told some people that I would be doing one of these. I told people on Twitter. Those of you who are on Facebook, you obviously know the news that I'm about to share. This is hard for me to talk about. I may get emotional, those of you who haven't heard the news, but I want to make sure that you know that it's going to be hard for me to talk about. So 2 weeks ago today, my wife was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. It came as a massive shock to us. She does not have any at-risk behavior. She's only 40 years old, just like me. It came out of the blue and shocked us. We started this little adventure 2 weeks ago Tuesday, going to her OB because she had been in the ER on Monday night because she had some pain down in her abdominal area. She equated it to kind of that area similar to what she might feel with ovulation or something. But she'd been in pain for about a week and a half and had been taking pain medication, and the pain medication just was not touching it at that point. So she was still at about a 7 of 10 after she had taken some pain medication on Monday. We went to the ER, they scanned her, did an ultrasound, they did find a mass in her left, on her left ovary, and felt like it would be appropriate for her to see her OB. Next day, she had already scheduled an appointment to see her OB anyway. Next day we saw her OB. The OB was concerned, made some phone calls. They checked a blood test that had been done that checks for high protein levels. If you have the presence of cancer, they're a great indicator, and her levels were very high. We were not thrilled at the possibility. What the OB said was, chances are, if there's a mass, there on the ovary, that they'll operate. They'll do probably a hysterectomy, take that stuff out, test it, make sure she's okay. So we went into the hospital thinking that that she was going to have surgery and just have a hysterectomy and be done. But they always do a CAT scan before they do a surgery like that, just to make sure, just to double check. And thank God that they did, because the results came back, and the doctor came in 2 weeks ago Wednesday, today, and said that she had ovarian cancer. Like I said, we were absolutely floored. He came in with a fire hose of information. It was so much data and statistics, it was overwhelming. And I had to interrupt him at one point, and I literally said, I want to be engaged in what you're saying right now, but I'm about to pass out, so I need you to hold on a second. And I was already sitting down. A good friend of ours just happened to be visiting that day because he heard that we were in the hospital. He worked right down the street from the hospital and decided to pop up for a visit. And thank God he was there, because I needed the emotional support. Both of us needed the emotional support, and he was there, and he himself almost passed out. I mean, it was just such a shock to have it come out of the blue. So they did biopsies, and they ran some tests, and they wanted to figure out what the right treatment method was. But they basically said that they were planning on doing 9 to 12 weeks of chemotherapy, then to shrink the size of any of the tumors or growths, then do surgery to remove anything. Because if you can remove the stuff that's visible to the naked eye, your chances of catching it all are great. And if you have so much, as she did, the chances of being able to catch it all with the naked eye is very slim. In fact, he said if she doesn't do the chemotherapy to shrink stuff first and they went straight to surgery, he said that them catching all of it was about 50-50. If they do the chemo first to shrink it and then do surgery, he said that her odds were much, much better. Not her odds, but their odds of being able to find everything was much, much higher. So we're like, yeah, totally, let's do that. So they took biopsies. They wanted to find out what kind of cancer she has. And it turns out, thankfully, if you can be thankful in the midst of this situation, this is the type of cancer, ovarian cancer, that you want to have, because it's the most common type, which means it's highly treatable. They know the most about it. It has the highest success rate of treatment and of basically being in complete remission and or cured. And it's so that is I guess a positive out of the midst of all of this. We had a good cry. I cried a lot the first couple of days. Both of us cried. Statistics are hard to take, and I don't like statistics. I mean, for certain things, for data, it's important and you can make good decisions based on it, but I'm not thrilled when it comes to this kind of thing, with that kind of stuff. And so we were really trying hard not to focus on that. We're focusing on her getting better and beating this and living a long, healthy life. And that's where our focus is still. She started her first treatment of chemotherapy there in a hospital 2 weeks ago this Friday, and then she had her second round last Thursday. We're anticipating that her hair is going to fall out or start falling out here any day. So I will be shaving my head totally bald in solidarity with my wife. And I've encouraged my kids to do the same if we need to, and I have friends who are going to do the same thing. This is easily in the top 5 worst things ever to be experiencing. You never really realize how mortal you are until something like this confronts you. We all talk about it. We can always talk about it sort of from a cursory perspective. Yeah, we know we're not immortal. Yeah, we know we're not going to live forever. But until you have something like this face you, it doesn't really hit home. And there's no amount of encouragement that I can give you. There's no amount of good words that I can give you to help you change your perspective, because I have watched the movies that you've watched. I have heard the things that you've heard. I've seen the motivational speakers that you've seen. And it's all great. And yeah, I think we should live life to the fullest. But boy, it doesn't really hit home until you have something like this stare you straight in the face. Smack you straight in the face. The amount of support that we've received has been absolutely phenomenal. There's one woman in particular, there's a lot of women in particular at the hospital that were amazing. We had several incredible nurses who took really, really good care of us. And there was the social worker who came and visited with my wife and I after we got the news was outstanding. Her name's Sylvia, and she was incredible. I mean, really, truly a godsend. Amazingly helpful, and they were really, really supportive through all that. We've had incredible support from our friends, from our family. My workplace has been amazingly supportive. There's not a lot right now in terms of stuff to worry about besides the big thing that we are worrying about. I mean, we have huge financial stuff coming up in front of us, but I don't have any idea what that's going to be like. So, it's kind of a wait and see sort of thing to see when those bills start coming in. But I'm trying not to worry about it too much. I'm trying to spend a lot of time laughing, trying to spend a lot of time, joking with each other, looking for the positive things, looking for the humor in life, and focused on her being successful and beating this. The doctor she has is outstanding. He specializes in this, and that's just not something you fall into. You choose to do this, and he has a very, very good reputation. So we're in good hands. We really are. And above and beyond all of that, we have our faith. Though some of you know that I'm a Christian, some of you don't. Now you know that I'm a Christian, and I do have faith, and I absolutely believe in miraculous healing. I believe in divine intervention, and I think that can happen. And whether God chooses to heal her miraculously or through medical science, I don't care. I'm just believing for a positive outcome with a long, healthy life. That's what we're believing for. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're aiming for. And we're not giving up, and neither is her doctor. Her doctor has been very clear that he is like a bulldog, that he will not stop. He's going to pursue this, and his focus is on having her be cured in a long, healthy life as well. So the support that I've had from strangers has been pretty amazing too. I went out with my buddy Jerry the other night, and I was telling him the story, and there was a guy in the booth behind us eating dinner, and he was about to leave, and he came over and told me how touched he was about the story and that he was going to be praying for me. I mean, that's outstanding. That's just incredible. Stuff like that just continually happens and comes out of the woodwork. I mean, there's to put it in a faith perspective, God has been meeting needs that we weren't even aware we had, and that is huge. That is huge. So this video, I'm sure, could go on and on and on, and I'll give updates later. But I wanted everybody to know what's been going on with me, why I haven't been on Twitter, why I haven't really been that social lately. It's been 2 weeks of not hell, but it's been a hell of a time. It's been pretty rough, but really, all things considered, we're doing very well. We're doing really good, and we're in good hands. So hey, thanks for taking the time to watch this. I am trying to be more comfortable talking about this. The word cancer is not a fun word, and I don't like using it, but I'm trying to be more comfortable talking about this, and I'll try to do some more video updates and do some more vlogging as we go through this, because I think it's going to be important for me, and who knows, maybe it'll help one of you out there. So anyway, hey, keep looking for sense of humor, keep looking for humor in stressful situations. We're doing our best. My wife has had some brilliant one-liners, and I'll share those with you guys later. But you know, and if you are the praying sort, I do appreciate anybody's prayers on this situation. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. If you're not already, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at VoiceOfTheBigJB. You can follow me on Twitch at StreamTheBigJB. I'll see everybody next time.